Members, and I call the member for Bendigo.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Well, we are in the midst of a GP crisis in regional parts of Australia, particularly in my electorate of Bendigo. It has not been this bad since this government since the Liberal National Party were last in government in 2004, when people would say the books were closed. Well, people are saying that all over again. I regularly get complaints from people, some people who've lived in the area for a long time and their GP is just booked out, others who've moved into the area and then just can't find a GP that will add them, so to speak, to the books. They're told that their books are closed. Now, this crisis has been made, but it's the government's own making. They really have stuffed up primary healthcare delivery in this country. The freezing to the Medicare rebate has made it hard for some GPs to break even, forcing some GPs to charge gap fees for people wanting basic consult services. It means that some people put off delaying going to the GP because of the cost involved with a regular checkup. They then don't go to the GP until their symptoms or their condition is much worse, then presenting to the GP with quite chronic health issues. So the government has made it harder for GPs because of the Medicare freeze. It's simply a lot more expensive for them to run their practices today, and Medicare's not keeping up. The government also hasn't trained enough doctors locally and encouraged doctors, put the right incentives in place to encourage GPs to move out to the regions. And what they have done in the last little while is too little too late, and what people are saying to me locally is they don't believe it will work. We have a real problem with attracting people to the regions. In my area of Bendigo, I'm told locally that we are about to have 7 GPs retire and a few more move away. That's going to have a huge impact on the ability for our GPs to meet demand. Right now, if somebody's wanting a consult in any of the big clinics, they almost have to plan to get sick 3 weeks ahead. It's at least a 3-week wait for some people to see a doctor. Now, I don't know about you, Deputy Speaker, but kids don't tell you 3 weeks in advance that they're about to get sick. It's okay if you're going back to a GP to, say, get a script renewed or for a regular catch-up, a consult, managing a chronic health issue, but that's not the majority of cases. The majority of people seeking primary health care, seeking an appointment with their GP, it's because they're sick. And at the moment, the system is so under pressure, they're having to wait 3 weeks. In the middle of a pandemic, people can't access the basics of primary health care. And as we come out of this pandemic, we need to be investing more in Medicare, more in primary health care, more in GPs to encourage them to move to the regions and to stay.